interesting because one was incredibly popular for a while, then another became incredibly popular for a while, and the other has sort of gone away a little bit. Okay, so we've got magnetic hard drives. Now we're going to actually, there are a bunch of slides in here which we're going to end up skipping in this class. And we could do things in optical. Just like you watch a movie, a DVD or something, it's optical. Is that going to last forever? And the answer is, we can't figure out what's going to last. Last time anyone went out and bought a CD to do music. No one does that anymore, right? When was the last time you went out and bought a DVD for a movie or Blu-ray or whatever it happens to be? Well, I occasionally go to Redbox and get a DVD to watch something, but I don't buy them anymore. If you went to my basement and found out the number of CDs and DVDs I had, it would horrify you. I mean, there are so many, and I would say of the DVDs, 90% have never been unshrink wrapped. They're just there. I've never ever watched them, and there's a reason for that, which we may talk about later on, we may not. So, the key thing about secondary storage versus primary storage, what's the major difference? There's several. One's volatile. What's that mean? Turn off the power, it's gone. The other is bigger capacities, huge capacities. I mean, some of these hard drives, terabytes of storage, and it's non-volatile until something goes wrong. And then all of a sudden you found out, oh no, this is not good because I can't get access to this anymore. So, different purposes? Absolutely. Totally different purposes. Are we good? And we're going to sort of understand the differences here. Question. These are just for my inquiries. Those of you that have laptops, PCs, what's your hard drive capacity?
500. 500 to 1 TB.
520, okay. How many people have, and this is getting ahead of the story, but I just wanted to ask the question up in advance, how many people have solid state on their PCs? And I wouldn't consider anything but solid state on a laptop now. I mean, it's ridiculous to have a mechanical hard drive. I mean, it's just like, oh, good grief, give me a break. It's slow, and it's this. The PC in my office, it's not a very nice PC, but it boots up in 10 seconds. My PC at home, which is a hard drive, boots up in about 2 minutes, if I'm lucky, if I'm lucky, because it's just slower. It's just slower. Whether advantages, disadvantages, and this is again getting way ahead of the curve, but the advantages of solid state are speed. Biggest disadvantages?
Price.
There are two big ones. Capacity and cost. Advantage with solid state on a PC would obviously be, power consumption and things like that, and so on. So we're gonna go through. We've gone through all the background material. That's all we really did today. Is gone through background material, and we're good. We're good. Let's see where we go into here. I'll go through a few more terms just so you know them, because they're kind of important. Physical. How's it really stored? You have no clue.
Minions have spawned.
You have no clue how things are really stored. Logical, if I go into something like Windows Explorer, I see folders, I see this, I see that. And the whole idea about the file system at the end maps what I see when I log on in every operating system. It maps it. The logical, how I want to look at it, is very much like how I want to see it. The physical, I don't really care, unfortunately, unless you're an IT manager, which at some point in time you got to worry about, because you got to fix some things. And there's the difference. I've done the background material. Okay. Now, next time we're starting to start getting into, let me see what's coming up next here. So, we're going to talk about some physical hard drives. Okay. And as we go through the next set of slides, I want you to think, do I want a physical hard drive or I do want a solid state hard drive? And that's what you got to think about. Depends on your situation. Again, what do you use the PC for? If I'm going to use the PC for storing movies after movies after movies after movies after movies, it changes the whole game, doesn't it? If I'm going to use it for just doing simple things like we do in this class, it changes the whole game. Okay. Questions? So your scores are, I hope, I sent them all to Deborah last night, very late at night, by the way, and I'm amazed she got some of them posted, that I sent them to her in the morning, because I've been doing this flu deal where I don't sleep the right times or whatever. And so all your scores will be posted, and I'm going to wait till I hand them back till I think I'm not contagious with anything, and you'll get your scores back and which one you best. By the way, we always have this contest between our undergrads and grads. I'll have to tell you, this year, it wasn't a contest at all. The grads won just totally hands. I mean, it was incredible. I mean, it was an incredible win. So if you made like 80, you came in way above the mean of the undergrad students. So you came in really high. If you made a 90, and some people, like I said, made 100. I mean, no one makes 100. I didn't make 100. I mean, I screwed up the answer key once, and I didn't make 100. So I filled in the wrong bullet on the answer key. So it's like, oh, I knew the answer. I just filled it in wrong. So you guys have done a great job. Done a great job. So we'll see you next time.
Everyone ends downriver, eventually. Gluttony is impossible. I am appetite focused. misery. From suffering, my banquet is born. I prefer to know when my next meal. I refuse to succumb to culinary degradation.
An ally has been slain.
Also drowned in my banquet. All the world's a nothing escapes hunger. Regrettably, I must retire in order to find a digestive. To covet is to starve. All creation is born famished and starving.
Ally has been slain. Enemy killing spree. Enemy triple kill.
I have tastes that aren't easy. No true hunger can be abated. I shall return. Let us eat voraciously and overindulge. Now we shall gluttonize. Every heart has its hunger. diet is expensive. The only real sin is to deny. We all go and die from time to time. Anything of depth is deceitful. Even when you have no bait, you can still cast a line. To covet
An enemy
is
has
to
been
starve.
slain. You have slain an enemy.
Shall return. No true hunger can be abated. To succumb to culinary degradation.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Let us eat voraciously and overindulge. I searched for elements across my domain. I have tastes that aren't easily pacified. All shall drown. All the world's a river, and I'm its king.
An ally has been slain.
I am appetite focused. A true meal requires foresight to manifest. Nothing escapes hunger. We all organize from time to time. Every heart has its own hunger. Anything of depth is now we shall gluttonize.
Rampage.
A depth of flavor is what I covet. Misery has to covet is to starve. True appetite. Feast away. The only real sin is craving.
Has been slain.
My diet is expansively unique. I refuse to succumb to culinary degradation. Everyone ends downriver, eventually.
An enemy has been slain.
I have tastes that aren't easily pacified.
An ally has been slain.
Nothing escapes hunger.
Your destroyed turret.
Let us eat voraciously and overindulge. All shall drown in my magnificence. I am appetite focused. Gluttony is impossible. All the world's a river, and I is king.
Your turret has been destroyed.
True hunger can be abated.
An ally has been slain.
We all going down. Time. True appetite never wanes.
An ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
My diet is expensive.
Been slain.
Anything of depth is deceitful. Everyone ends downriver, eventually.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Misery has a delectable taste. We shall gluttonize.
An enemy has been slain.
Nothing escapes hunger. All shall drown in my magnificence.
Ally has been slain.
To covet is to starve. Every heart has its own hunger. From suffering, my banquet is born. I prefer to know
Ally has
my
been
next
slain.
approaches.
An enemy has been slain.
I refuse to
Team has destroyed a turret.
redemption.
Team has destroyed a turret.
All the world's a river.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Let us eat voraciously and overindulge. That is impossible. Something to be Anything of depth is deceitful. Misery has a taste. Another meal.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
I have tastes that aren't easily pacified.
An enemy has been slain.
A depth of flavor is what I covet.
Ally has been slain.
Now
Your
we shall
turret has been destroyed.
gluttonize.
An ally has been slain.
Even when you have no bait, you can still cast. diet. They're just. Never wanes. All creation is born, famished, and starving. To covet is to starve. No true hunger can be. All shall drown in my magnificence.
Dominating. Your turret has been destroyed.
I refuse to succumb to culinary degradation.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
All the world's a river, and I'm its king. Seduces. and downriver, eventually.
An ally has been slain.
Anything of depth is deceitful.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Misery has a delectable taste.